What's up, dudes? It's your bestest buddy in the whole frickin' galaxy, Urban Blaster, playing some Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It's that free-to-play mobile game, because I don't pay for this shit. And today in this video, we're going to be taking a look at Boba Fett and his badass Zeta. And it'll be provided by my ally, homie, Leroy Jenkins, aka Lang. And we have him on the on here on the video. What's up, Lang?
What's up, bestest buddy? How you
Haha.
doing?
Pretty good. Just excited to check out that Boba Zeta. Do you got any? Give us a lowdown on that dude.
Um, the Zeta for Boba, what it allows is it when he kills them, and it does not have to be on his execute. He gets his full protection back. So he is he was annoying before when he could come back to life, um, but he wouldn't have protection. Now he can regenerate his protection all the time, and a tremendous added bonus. And he's the thing about Boba that's nice is that he fits in on any team, either as a leader role or a support role.
You gotta love the way they reworked this dude, right? That it went from the Mandalorian Resolve, that which had some pretty good accuracy comebacks, but then now it's the Bounty Hunters Resolve. That's when he, as long as he got that thing, he comes back and he regains that thing every time he frickin' gets a kill, right?
Yep, yep. He regains his with the Zeta ability. He regains his protection 100% anytime he kills a person.
And if you guys aren't familiar with Leroy Jenkins, aka Lang, he has a channel out on YouTube. I refer to him as the PvP master because he's the guy I love watching his battles because he does his PvP battles and he's sitting always in the top frickin' at least 10, right?
I usually go for top 1 to 2 every day, but yeah,
Okay.
my shard's getting tough though. Um,
I was gonna throw that out there, but I wasn't sure if you're always up there. But it makes sense because you're a frickin' PvP master, rolling with Team Instinct.
so
But let's
well,
what tell us how it is rolling in the top 1 or 2 spots. You're saying it's getting a little hard, challenging out there. What teams are
uh,
giving you the most the most trouble these days?
well, actually, the Zader team um, with heavy AOE's. It's a team they run Zader, uh, B2, TIE Fighter pilot, Baze, and this one guy, he runs a ridiculously fast Boba, I think like 255 or something. And then another person, instead of Boba, runs Palpatine. Um, the first Zeta I got was Qui-Gon, and Qui-Gon did wonderful, and it forced my shard to go the route of doing the Zeta, and um, I have the tunes to compete with them, but some of these guys have crazy speed mods that are very difficult to challenge with. So it makes it a challenge when they run those two respective teams that I faced, and so it gets a lot of RNG that comes into play, and because speed's hard to beat.
And it's frickin' tough to get those speed mods. I look for them all the time in the uh, what is it called, the mod shop, and I never see them. And even if I did, I probably don't have the crystals to get them, unless I get lucky. And it's like with the credits. But do you find those to be hard to get to, or
Um, the ones that I look for don't show up, and when I have decided to purchase one, whether with crystals or credits, I've never had good luck. So I tend to avoid them now because like my luck with mods are not good.
yeah, it
So
seems like they've
um,
changed since when they first dropped. I think when they first dropped, that's when I got the most arrows with the primary speed, and so I only have like 4 of them. So I got them on my wigs. I mean, yeah, well, Biggs and Lando, just so I could relentlessly rain some blood on some fools. And then yeah, they are hard to find. But should we take a look at Boba? Let's go take a look at Boba Fett.
Disintegration. As you wish.
Okay, dudes, here we are. It's Boba Fett, that dark side scoundrel bounty hunter attacker. He's that ruthless bounty hunter attacker who ignores taunts, ability blocks, and he self-revives with that frickin' Bounty Hunders Resolve. And when somebody's out there taunting, he's like, "Oh no, you didn't," and he could just ignore it and go after somebody else. That's why he's pretty good against those the taunters who start off like that. Like who is that? Baze and Short Trooper, are those the only two that start off with taunts?
That is correct, yeah. And a lot of people are really leaning towards running bays lately.
Especially with that Cheru Inwe.
Yeah, those two are a lethal combo.
And Lang, he has.
But
Yeah, but what?
but Boba is the ultimate counter to handle Chirrut.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. Is that because of his the ignore taunt or?
Well, his execute, so Chirrut gets enough buffs over him,
Oh
Boba
yeah.
can one shot him and kill him.
That's the ultimate thing, because his executes pretty wicked. But let's take a look at that now that you brought it up. That's his special ability. That's when it deals physical damage to a target enemy and dispels all status effects on them, dealing 30% more damage for each effect dispelled. And that it doesn't care if it's red or green above their head. It'll frickin' use all that against them. But if you don't take them out and they had a lot of red, you got to remember it's going to take that off of them. And then the enemies defeated by this ability can't be revived, and it reduces all cooldowns by one on a finishing blow. And this attack cannot be evaded, so that's pretty good. If you get the finishing blow, they can't frickin' come back. So if they got all Doc out there, that's a buster for her too, or any of those revivers. Do you find that pretty going on a lot? Is there a lot of revivers running out there?
It tremendously helps. And another person who that ability really helps is if you actually face Boba,
Oh,
because
okay.
if you can execute him, his bounty hunter resolve does not take place.
What? That's freaking crazy. Cause he a Boba against a Boba. Just frickin' take him out with that execute if he has the bounty hunter's resolve, and it uses it against him too for 30% more damage. I never even thought about that. I have my Boba, but it's not cool like yours. Yours is running at a power level of 90,000. I mean 9,000, and it's frickin' has pretty much all the maxed gear. Didn't you say you just have one more piece and he'd be gear 12? But that piece doesn't even frickin' exist. But
Yep, he is completely maxed. Just the only thing I try to improve on him is to improve his secondary speeds.
okay, that's pretty good. With the mods, gotta get those good mods on this dude. Let's take a look at his basic. It's the EE3 carbine. This thing deals physical damage to a target enemy with a 50% chance, and it's doubled against scoundrels to attack again. Each attack has a 70% chance to inflict damage over time for 2 turns. That's pretty good. I always see a pretty good uh, counter, or what's it called? The when he attacks again, the bonus attack. I'm always seeing that thing. It's pretty good. And then that damage over time. I don't know if I ever noticed that, but his basic hit's pretty good, right?
Yes, his basic does hit good, and I agree with you. He usually does his gets a second attack in. I would say 90% of the time,
Yeah.
and so he's definitely a added bonus. His basic is not weak.
He saved my butt a few times with that bonus attack. And then he has his other special. It's the death from above. That's when he's jetpacking his AoE's taking away their abilities. Because this thing deals damage to all enemies with an 80% chance to inflict ability blocker for 1 turn. And a 50% chance to inflict damage over time for 2 turns. It inflicts a ability block on the selected target for 2 turns. So that's good. So the dude that you select, it's pretty much going to ability block him. And then all others have an 80% chance to get that ability block. That's why that one's freaking useful too. It does have a cooldown of 4, but that's this thing's really useful. I usually always start off with that thing unless maybe to take a taunt off somebody, but I really like this one because it takes away their freaking abilities. Then you just wail on them, right?
Yeah, this is actually his. When I use him in the battle, this will be the first attack that I use. Besides potentially taking away ability of the guy I'm targeting, I've seen him actually ability block all 5 people once. I mean, actually several times, to where he gets multiple people when you're doing it, so you get the one that you really want to ability block, but he can ability block others, and it's a great opening attack from him.
And I need to keep in mind that you gotta focus on somebody and it'll take away their abilities because I never really I always forget that, so then I just use it as a normal AoE, but I gotta be more focused and go after a certain person. It's good for like if you have a Wigs team, you could take away the frickin' triple hit and then just wipe
Yeah,
those
poor
dudes out.
Palpatine with his stun.
Yeah, Palpatine too. He's a frickin' he's just a useful character. I gotta get mine up there. And then he has the dead or alive. That's his leadership skill. That's when all allies gain 50% chance damage. Wait, all allies gain 50% critical damage and 10% critical chance. Bounty Hunter allies gain 15 speed for each debuffed enemy, and they gain max health equal to 50% of the total potency of all the Bounty Hunter allies, and gain 15% turn meter whenever a thermal detonator explodes. This thing's frickin' relentless, but as Lang was saying, you could run this dude with any team and they'll begin that 50% critical damage and 10% critical chance. And if you have your bounty hunter squad out there, you're going to be a frickin' beast of a squad. That's a plethora of frickin' stuff going on in here. Right?
Oh yeah, 100% agree. I don't have the bounty hunter squad yet. I would like to run it to see how they do, but Boba will help anybody hit harder. But if you have your bounty hunters, IG-88, Zam, Greedo, you put them with him, they're going to be incredible.
Yeah, I have a full bounty hunter squad. I'm like 40 shards from Zam Wezel being 7-star, then I'll have a full 7-star bounty hunter squad, but they're just not frickin' geared up, so maybe they'll be the next team that I work on once I finish up my Empire team. Then he has that Bounty Hunders Resolve. That's his unique. This thing is at the start of a battle, and whenever he defeats an enemy, Boba Fett recovers 100% protection, and that's from his Zeta, because Lang has his Zeta, so he has that cool frickin' ability out there, and he gains Bounty Hunter's Resolve until he's defeated. The Bounty Hunter's Resolve, that's when Boba Fett ignores taunts during his turn, and when he defeat. This frickin' thing didn't scroll, so I gotta. So the Bounty Hunter's Resolve is when Boba Fett ignores taunts during his turn, and when defeated, he revives 100% health. And this buff cannot be dispelled. And it starts at the beginning of every battle. That's what's pretty cool about it. But then every time he does the finishing blow, it just keeps coming back. And that's why this dude's such a frickin' beast. Tell us about the mods you have on there, Leroy Jenkins.
I went critical damage and critical chance because he gives 60% critical chance or critical damage to himself and other allies. I actually added critical chance on my triangle for the primary to ensure that he crits more. But if I was willing to gamble and potentially crit less, I could go the route of doing the critical damage there, and then he would hit harder. But This way, he pretty much crits most of the time.
That's good. And then I noticed you had the plus 30 speed and the plus I didn't, and then the potency primary. Does the potency help out with the his AOE, taking away their
It,
abilities?
it does, and like I said, I've seen it take away abilities from all five multiple times. So unless they have high tenacity themselves, his AOE is very successful.
And check out these numbers. His is rolling at a health of 17,000, protection of 18,000, a speed of a whopping 233. And then as you can see, his critical damage is 180%. And his potency 62%. I wish all my tunes could grow up to be as cool as this one. But let's go see this dude in action. Okay, dudes, here we are out at the new Cantina battles. As you can see, there's Leroy Jenkins from Team Instinct. He has that 7-star level 85, a power level of 9,000. Boba Fett rolling with the Zeta, so we'll be getting 100% protection every time we take a full out. But let's take your dude in action, Lang. Do you prefer Lang or Leroy Jenkins?
Oh, I get called either one, so it does not matter.
Okay, let's with his leadership skills, we could roll with anybody. He's bumping up those critical damages. And what was it again with this dude?
He gives them 50% critical damage and 10% critical chance.
Okay, we'll roll with Wedge until he's as our leader, because he bumps up their offenses too and bumps up their healths for all the rebels. And then we got the mustache himself, Biggs Darklighter, rolling with the smooth criminal from Cloud City, Lando Calrissian. And then that Scarab Pathfinder dude. He's like an underrated dude that you don't hear much about, but I love that dude. He's like frickin' bumping up rebels turn meters on his basic, and he frickin' revives. But we'll roll with the Palpatine as just to get some dark side synergy going in there too. But let's do this shit. And this is one of the Cantina maps. I could be wrong, but I think it's 8D. Up against these Tusken Raiders. They got the jump on us, but we'll be back. We already got some dudes rolling in yellow, Lang. I know you can't see my screen, but I'll do some good old commentary for you. Boba Fett, AoE's taking away their abilities with some jetpacking. Oh, it got a ability blocked 2 out of 3. That's not bad. And then we'll take out this other dude over here since he doesn't have the ability block with the triple mollywop from the Wigs tag team duo, and the Scarab Pathfinder dude jumped in. AoE's from Wedge and Tilly's. Oh, and we took out one dude. Lando will clean up the rest. We're on 2 of 3. Second verse, worse than the first. Okay. Palpatine's up. Should I just shock everybody?
What I would do on this one to try to be as successful for the third deal, save your shock.
Oh.
Or not your shock, your stun. And save your execute for the third battle too.
Okay, which one's the shock or the stun?
You could don't use Palpatine's second. I would save that for the third phase.
Oh, okay.
If you already used it, it's okay. But if you can stun those guys at the third, you stand a better chance at having better success.
Okay, we'll just do as basic then.
Because you're gonna beat this. You're gonna beat this second one easy. It's the third that will be the challenge.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll just do as basic and put a hurting on this dude. And now we'll save the execute, but let's do Bubba's basic and see if he gets that frickin' bonus attack. And he did! The power of Boba Fett! Now we'll take the heat off the team since this Scarab Pathfinder dude could revive. As long as he has green above his head, he'll come back. So we'll oh, and we one-shotted that dude. Let's see if we can one-shot this dude. Nope. Biggs is the king of the one-shot. That Scarab Pathfinder dude could take a hit, but let's see if we can get some double the bonus attack from Boba again. Not that time. We'll save the raining blood because there's two dudes out there and I don't want to risk not getting that frickin' two crits or whatever it is. Okay, 3 of 3. It's the final encounter. Does my singing annoy you?
No, I look forward to that every time you put out your videos.
Haha. Okay, it's Wigs versus Wigs, Lando versus Lando. They got a Phasma and a Poe. Who should we take out first?
Who are you? Who's firing first for your team?
Oh crap, it's Wedge and Tilly's with his basic.
I think if you can try to get Wedge out, so then Biggs won't be as powerful.
And get rid of that Rebel Red leader, I mean? Is that the thing that does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So then it won't be a triple mollywop; it'll only be a double.
There's no green above their head, so we won't be doing the execute. And no bonus attack, but we'll make her rate some blood on these fools with Lando Calrissian. Okay. Shoot, there's barely a little bit of red. Should I do the triple hit on him and get rid of and secure that wedge defeat, or should I go with the basic and hope it takes him out?
How much does he have above him?
Like at least 3 little squares.
Oh, gamble. Just do the basic. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, he
it's a
dodged
gamble.
it. It was crap. They took out most of our team. Okay, here.
Okay, that's the gamble.
But Palpatine shocked him. Now we got Boba Fett. He has the execute. We could there's 2 squares above Lando, but that probably won't take him out, will it?
It should.
Okay.
Does he have any red above his head or anything?
He has 1 red, 1 green.
Oh, yeah, execute Lando. He should be gone.
Okay, let's check this bad boy out. Here it goes. Oh, close. But we got that the resolve, so we frickin' came back. Damn it. I don't know what to do now, I guess, because if I could get a kill, I'll go after Wedge, because then he'll come back again. Oh, and we got the Bounty Hunders Resolve and our protection. That's the Zeta in action right there, dudes. Now we'll see if we get the bonus attack against Lando. Oh, and we did. He took out another dude. And he's back. Damn, they almost one-shotted him. Well, Poe right now is taunting at. He has 2 green squares. Let's do that execute again. It probably won't take him out, but okay, we got defeated right there harshly, but it happens, right, Lang?
Oh, it does. It's you're getting there, and before you know it, that they're going to be easy, and you're going to be simming these.
Yep.
Not even close, but...
Okay, dudes, you just witnessed that frickin' defeat we just had out on the new Cantina Maps 8C. We're gonna drop it down, try to 3-star 8B. I've only 1-starred that one, but maybe we'll 3-star with the help of Leroy Jenkins's sweet-ass Boba Fett, 7 stars, level 85, power level of 9,000, and rolling with the Zeta mat. I believe they call that Zoba, but let's do this shit. Okay, let's roll with this team of rebels. Should we take out frickin' Palpatine? No, we'll do the same team, but let's do this shit. We want to 3-star this one so I could frickin' farm me some gold mats out here. Okay, Tuscans again. We'll frickin' AoE's taking away their abilities. Jetpacking from Boba Fett. We got 2 of them with took away their abilities, but we'll put this dude to rest before he gets his frickin' turn off. Bam! Now we'll do some AoE's from Wedge and Tilly's. Oh, he wiped out the whole frickin' bunch of them. Okay, I hope we could see some stuff from Zoba over there, but we'll save AoE's for the last round. We'll just frickin' roll with our basics, put a hurtin' on this frickin' map. These dudes are going down so easy. Okay, we'll frickin' see if we'll use basic, and we got the bonus attack. He's not even losing any protection. Frick, man. Somebody just shoot Boba. We want to see his protection come back when he puts a full to rest. Okay, we're steamrolling this. 3 of 3. Here we go, dudes. Okay, who should we take out first? Let's go after Frick. Let's just stun them all. Gotta love it. Palpatine. Oh, we better start taking these dudes out quick. We'll frickin' triple hit Rey, put her out of her frickin' misery, I hope. And we did. Okay, who's next? Frickin' Asajj, man. Her turn's coming up, so we'll see what we could do. Boba Fett will do some his basic bonus attack, and we got it. Okay, now we'll take the heat off the team. Now we'll frickin' we're not even gonna not 3-star this one, but we'll make it rain some blood on these fools from that smooth criminal Lando. Frick, man. We're not gonna AoEs from Wedge Antilles. Now we'll do his execute, put this Asajj Ventress to rest, hopefully. Oh, so close. Frickin' hit Boba Fett so he could put somebody to rest so we could see his frickin' protection come back. AoE's taking away their abilities. Look at all that red over their frickin' heads. Bam! One down. One more down anyway. Now we'll triple hit frickin' Talia before she heals him up. Bam! Scarif Path. Okay, Boba's losing some protection. Let's hopefully we could get a frickin' kill shot with that dude. We'll whittle her down so Boba Fett. Frick! Let's see if he could do it. Maybe he'll get his bonus attack. He didn't. Okay, we'll put a hurting on frickin' Ahsoka over here. Snips. These dudes hit hard, but we'll hit even frickin' harder. Okay, there's some green above her head, so we'll do the execute. Hopefully if we see her, if we put her to rest, we'll see that protection grow above Boba Fett. Here we go. Bam! Full protection. That's the power of his frickin' Zeta. Okay, now we'll put Ahsoka to rest. We're not going to 3-star because frickin' Palpatine had to frickin' piss me off. Bam! Victory! We crushed it and we got to see the Zeta in action. 1 star, I lost 1 dude. What the frick? So pissed. Okay, dudes, you just saw the Zeta Boba Fett in action. And you did see some of that protection coming back when he got the final kill. You saw his basic where he gets those bonus attacks. And you saw the frickin' execute. That thing takes the green off your head and uses it against you. Any last words on if dudes don't have Boba Fett, or what's the best advice you could do about Boba Fett, getting him and using him and all that?
He is an ultimate counter for Chirrut Emwe. He is great for any of the teams that put a lot of green above their head. Like I said, his execute can one-shot. He can actually get rid of Boba himself, and Boba will not come back. If so, and the thing that I like about Boba, whether you have a Zeta on him or not, his abilities work with any team. And that's the thing that is wonderful. You can put him in a leadership role. He can work with anybody, but if you run him with scoundrels, or bounty hunters, he does better with them. But he'll give anybody 50% critical damage and 10% critical chance. And then his Zeta makes him even more powerful. But the beautiful part again he can interchange with any team. So that's the thing I like about Boba. The Zeta, which we'll be doing later, his abilities only benefit Empire guys.
What about
So
his Force Crunch? Doesn't that help out Boba too with all the red dots it puts out there?
it does. It does. It's a tremendous added bonus for Boba on that. So,
Do you
but
have any insight
so
on Slave One? Do you have his ship?
I have his ship, and I have his ship maxed out, 7-star. I recently switched to the Executrix, and the thing that I would recommend to any of you guys that are debating on which ship you should run, if you were able to get Vader from the tournaments, his ship, and you have both TIE fighters, First Order TIE Pilot, which I absolutely love, and TIE Fighter Pilot, Executrix is the ship you need to run. And then if you have Slave One on top of it, it's an added bonus. That Slave One is ridiculous with that group.
I hate going against the Slave One any team, even if they're way less power than me, like within a few numbers. I avoid them at all times. Even when I try to take out the Slave One first, I still get beat, so I avoid that Slave One for now until I bump up my fleet. But for now, they get the best of me. But I just want to. What was that?
The one that I would say, it's like while we're talking on fleet, one, if you guys don't, or if Biggs is required for that group that I was talking about, if you're going to run the Executrix. So you want to, if you can run Boba or Slave One, and you run TIE Fighter Pilot, you run First Order TIE Pilot, and you run Vader ship, you need to have Biggs to take that taunt so everybody fires at him and leaves your other ships, which are the more powerful ones at hitting, do the work.
Okay, sounds like a plan that I should need to put in action for my fleet. But I just want to thank Leroy Jenkins, a.k.a. Lang, from Team Instinct. He was in the furnaces with us, and then he moved up in the big leagues with Team Instinct. But I just want to thank him for letting me use his Boba, and just for being in this video, giving us his insight on this dude. And before I let him go, just want to give a shout out to my guild, the Furnaces. We're rolling 50 deep, and we just recently started crushing the heroic AAT tank takedown raid. Frickin' A. But thanks for being on, Lang, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for having me, and appreciate it. You have a good one, man.
And don't forget to check out Lang's channel. There's going to be a link to it in the description. He's the PvP master, and we're out.